So two seams. Why it's called a two seam? Right here is where I grip it. Again, thumb slightly cutting the ball off to the middle part of the ball, right through here in the middle finger. Okay. The reason it's a two seam is when I release that ball and it comes out, and I started here. So let's pay attention to that. When I release it, one seam there, two seam there, back to where I started. Two seams cut across the air every time I throw it. Two seam works a little bit differently than a four seam, right? Two seams though will always either run or sink. So that's where a sinker comes into play. It's essentially a two seam with more downward action that creates more drop. Okay. This is the two seam grip pretty much. Besides throwing a two seam here, which then theoretically when I throw it, right, back to 1, 2, two seams from where I released it. Okay. This is the grip that I've been taught. I think a majority of people out there actually throw when it comes to a two seam. So to make a two seam work, again, I want to have my fingers cut in half. Now here's the difference, right? I've talked about pressure with the middle finger on a curveball and a slider now, equal pressure on a four seam. So the reason I have those slightly angled, right, and the ball still cut in half is when I go to do what's called, well, when I finish every pitch, no matter who we are, what we throw, no matter what we do, your arm has to go a certain way. And that direction is called pronation, which is where the thumb essentially rotates downward and my hand turns over like this. The reason I say that it does that naturally is because that's just the way our arm works. If you take a slow-mo video of any kid, it will do that no matter what. Now, so in order to make your ball two seam or sink more, or theoretically run, which is this cut is this way, run, is all I got to do is think about releasing more far or further out front at extension when I flick my wrist, which then creates this action on the ball, which gets even more of this. Okay. So it's just like throwing a fastball, but thinking about holding on to it way longer so I get to this point, and that's where I feel the ball push off the seams. And that's also why in this grip, I put a little extra pressure on the index finger. Now, one other way to make your ball actually move a little bit more, I've consistently talked about cutting the ball in half. I'm going to offshoot from that now on just a two seam or a sinker, which for me, a sinker, just so everybody knows the grip real quick, instead of a two seam, I go here. So I'm still inside of that two seam action, right? Because when I still throw it, I'm still going to get those two seams across. Now, the sinker, though, allows for more downward pressure and more rotation because it's slicker. I'm not actually on a seam with grip. So it allows more this action. And I flip it down, which creates here. Two seams are really good for a lot of different reasons. Number one, if I'm a righty, I can backdoor it to a lefty right through his inside hip. I can make it look like a changeup when I throw it outside to a lefty. To a righty, man, it's deadly because all I do is bust him in on the hands with that thing. Now, the other way is I can backdoor a righty. But again, what I talked about, we have to get to extension to throw a good two seam. I can't try to pull that thing. The moment I pull a two seam, it doesn't two seam anymore. It's more of a flat fastball that's a little slower. So go out there and make a wood bat turn into two pieces with your two seam.